Hi, I'm Ty, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself while I curl my hair. I currently live in Atlanta, but I was born and raised in Virginia. I was born and raised in a small city called Danville, Virginia. A lot of people haven't heard of it, but I have, and so that's all that matters. I am a very family-oriented person. I have a twin brother, and I have 3 older sisters, and one of my best friends is my cousin. So yeah, family is super important to me. And yes, my eyes are real. For some reason, people always ask me that question. I actually do wear contacts because I'm visually challenged, but the color of my eyes is actually real. They do fluctuate between darker green, lighter green, sometimes brown, sometimes even gray, but they're real nonetheless. I have a bachelor's degree in biology and I have a master's degree in public health. I got into public health because I originally wanted to be a doctor, but patient care did not quite work out for me. But I'm very passionate about what I do. I absolutely love public health. My master's concentration is law, policy, and ethics. All the ways in which the world and policies and procedures and stuff really impact people's abilities to have access to care, access to transportation, access to jobs, and just really all the social determinants of health that really go into a person's life and create barriers or even opportunities for them to succeed or not succeed in life. Public health is a super broad field, so if you have any questions about it, just let me know in the comments. I've been making content for almost 2 years. I actually started making content because I absolutely love telling funny stories in the most dramatic way possible. Like, I am one of the most dramatic people I've ever met outside of my mother. And so I just decided to start recording myself talking about my silly, goofy life in silly, goofy ways, or just expressing myself. And I really have enjoyed my time here on the TikTok. I never imagined I would have so many people following me and like engaging with my content, but I'm actually very blessed and very thankful. Apparently I don't know how to curl my hair. That's gonna have to do. A few other fun facts about me. I'm actually a Christian. I was born and raised in the church, and I actually went to private Christian school for my entire like elementary school experience. And so it's one of those things where, yes, I grew up Christian, but I also had to go through a phase where I had to learn who God is for myself. And so that kind of involved maybe deconstructing some things that I had been taught and making sure I had a full understanding of some of the things I was taught and some of the things I learned, just so that I understood them for myself. And so honestly, like, I went on my own journey, and as a Christian, I really encourage people, just know who God is and who Jesus is for yourself. My faith is also one of the things that keeps me rooted in public health. One of my favorite Bible verses is Proverbs 31:8. And I know a lot of people always hear Proverbs 31 woman, Proverbs 31 woman, but it comes a little earlier in the chapter where they talk about speaking up for vulnerable populations and speaking up for people who are deserted and widowers and poor. And that is pretty much like what I feel like my calling is. Lastly, I'm gonna talk about my jobs. So, fun fact, I actually work as a matchmaker. So I actually work for a company, and I've been doing it for about 2 years. I never actually imagined it would be something I did and could do professionally, even part-time. But I saw the job posting and applied, and they hired me. And it's actually been one of the most fun things I've ever done. I actually love it. It's actually super, super rewarding. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I have a master's degree in public health, and it's something I'm super passionate about. So my full-time job is a public health professional in the federal government. Unfortunately, I was technically laid off, aka riffed, but I am very passionate about it. It's something that I am always going to be doing, and so I'm currently like looking for new jobs and positions in the public health realm. But I'm also taking my time because I don't want to just jump into something. I think that's about it. If there's anything else you'd like to know, please drop your question in the comments and I'd be happy to answer it. Anything I shared here or even something else that you're just curious about. Have a good day.